brioche buns, brioche loaves. And what I did is I made a small dough with a little bit from a packet of yeast and a quarter cup of warm milk and half a cup of flour, and then I let that rest for an hour. Then after it's rested, I added three eggs, one and a half cups of flour and a quarter cup of sugar, and now I'm just kneading that mixture together so it's still very sticky. Now it's been resting for 1 hour and it should be nice and bubbly and has a bubbly texture. And I greased this bowl with butter so it comes out nice and easily. And now that it's been resting, you just need to knead it a little bit to develop the gluten once more. And then we're going to shape it. We're going to be kneading it for 5 minutes or until you can stretch out a little bit of dough and it becomes really thin like this without it ripping. So right now it's ripping quite a bit, so I still need to be kneading it. But after a few minutes of doing so, you should get a nice gluten development. Really thinly. So that's an indicator that you've been working it enough. So now what we're going to do is shape it, which gives the loaf like nice ridges as well. So I've greased this. I've greased it as well. So now what we need to do is divide it into 6 roughly equal pieces. So we'll do 1 down the middle and divide each half into 3 pieces. So this. And once you've divided it into 6 pieces, if some are smaller than the other, you can just take some dough from them, like this one, and add it to the other ones. But size-wise, it doesn't really matter because you can put the bigger ones to the side so that it can get more heat as well. So now when you think that they're roughly about an equal size, it's time to start shaping. So what we do is we get one of our 6 pieces, set these to the side, and we form it into this rectangular shape. Then we take one side and fold it towards the middle and take the other side and fold it on top of that. Then you flatten that out again. Then you can start rolling it. And you try to make it as tight as possible. And once more, fold it down to flatten it out, fold it into the middle, fold it over, flatten it out as much as you can, because as you can see it starts tightening a bit, so you want to flatten it as much as you can. Then start from the shorter end and then start rolling it as tight as you can so that you get that nice consistent swirl that we've done 3 of them. But my dad made some chicken puffs last night and we also had some leftover filling from the chicken puffs, so we don't want this to go to waste. So what we're going to do is try to incorporate this into the last 3 buns of dough that we have left. We're going to do like we did last time, fold these over and then flatten it once more. Then we have some of my dad's filling here, and what we're going to do is once we got it there, we're going to roll it around all that filling and try to make it as tight as possible again, and just squish it a bit since it might be a bit wider after putting the filling. So we're going to do that with the remaining 3. as half plain and half filled. So what we're going to do is take the biggest one and poke it all the way to the edge, because the ones on the edge can get the most heat and the bigger ones will need some more heat as well. Then take the second largest from the plain ones and the smallest from the plain. Then take the smallest from the filled ones, which is probably less, and squish it together as much as you can, because it's going to rise as well, so it won't matter that much. And then the second biggest, and finally try to squeeze the biggest one in here. And although this may seem a bit small, we're going to rest this covered for 1 more hour, which will let it puff up and be that airy texture that we like for brioche. Now that it is filled, you're going to take some cling film or a towel and cover it quite well and leave this to rest in a warm place for at least an hour, or it could be 45 minutes depending on how warm the place is. So now that it has been resting for 1 hour covered, we have the oven preheating to 175, and now what we're going to do is, I have an egg here, and what we're going to do is just crack it in and add a splash of water to it. And this is what's going to make our egg wash. And the egg wash is just going to help it have a really nice golden colour to the final product. So now that I have my egg wash made, I'm just going to quickly dry this and get a bit of my egg wash and just so now that we covered it in egg wash and it's nice and glossy colour, we can put it in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes depending on how hot your oven is. And let's just let that bake. So now the bread is ready.